Morning, and welcome back to another Breakfast with Leanna, where I tell you things that no one else will tell you. I am pulling this up right now because I want to share something with you. My favorite band is a band called Shinedown, and my daughter downloaded their most recent album and was listening to a song. And so she was listening to it in her headset, and I was asking her what she was doing. So she fed it through the radio in a car, because with things the way they are, I do not listen to the radio. I don't listen to the television. I do not listen to any external input that is designed to change the way I think, the way I feel about things, or to give me information that is anything less than true. So we listen to a lot of our own music from our own favorite bands and stuff like that, but we don't listen to the radio. So I had the radio off and she was listening to a headset, and so she fed it through the car. Anyway, the song is called You Are Not Special. You're Not Special. And I love this song because you're not. I hate to tell you that. I hate to be the person to tell you that you really are not special. But I was looking things up about not being special because it sounds cruel, right? It sounds cruel to say to somebody you're not special. But in what I do for a living as a nutritional therapist, I train my team on this quite frequently because nobody is special. The people that come to me to work with me oftentimes have life-threatening illnesses or chronic diseases or have been in chronic pain for years and years and years. And they think that that makes them special because they're mired in their own existence or their own reality of just what they know. And they have no perception of what other people go through. So whether you have cancer or you have a chronic autoimmune disease, it can be miserable, it can be debilitating, but it doesn't make you special because everybody else has something else that they're dealing with, and that thing is special to them the same way this is special to you. So even though this is your life and you're consumed with it, it's different than someone else's trauma or problem or stress. It isn't special. Everybody has things that we deal with. So anyway, I was looking this up because I wanted to share with you the lyrics to the song. And I came across one of my favorite movies, a line from one of my favorite movies. And there is a point in the movie Fight Club where Tyler Durden says, "You are not special. You are not a beautiful or unique snowflake. You are the same decaying organic matter as everything else." And that is the harsh reality. We're unique. We're different. We have a different set of circumstances. But it doesn't make us better or worse than anyone else out there. It doesn't put us in a worse position. It doesn't create a bigger obstacle. It isn't a better reason not to do the things that you are supposed to do, need to do, want to do. It isn't an excuse to not have the life you want to have just because you have this particular set of circumstances. And so, anyway, let me see if I can pull it up here. The lyrics to the song. Shinedown. Come on, come on, come on. It hates me. There we go. It's a great song. You should get it. It says, "Hurry up before you go and get old. Hurry up before your blood runs cold. None of us were ever meant to stay. We're all gonna find out one day. You see, life's too short to run it like a race. So it's never gonna matter if you win first place. Stop waiting on 15 minutes of fame, because you're not special. I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but you're not special. I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm not trying to sound so ineffectual, but you're not special. I'm going to fast forward to the third verse. We all live to love, we all fall apart. We'd all go to war for the faint of heart, but instead we're condescending. There are no happy endings. I won't hold my breath. I won't cast a doubt. I would never sell you out. But I'll give you one last chance to own it, because you're not a god and you're not a poet. So stop waiting on your 15 minutes of fame, because you're not special. The moral of this story is, no matter what is happening in your life, no matter how downtrodden you feel, or what obstacle was put in front of you, or what terrible thing may have happened to you, you are not the sum of those things. You are what you make of it. And one of the lessons that I always teach my team and my clients is, it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to what happens to you. We all have the same opportunity for greatness. Did you take the bull by the horns and do something about it, or did you sit there and sulk in your misery? There's no race, there's no gender, there's no religious belief system, there's no ethnicity, there's no handicap that makes you less capable of doing whatever it is you want to do. And we tell all these stories about people who accomplish great things and how inspirational it is because look at what they overcame. Well, everybody has to fucking overcome stuff. You're no different than anybody else. What's different is whether or not you pull your big boy or big girl panties up and you just do it instead of making excuses. I had a friend of mine contact me the other day and we were texting back and forth, and she was saying she was busy. Too busy to do something, too busy to do that, or that she just didn't want to, or she didn't like to do whatever it was she needed to do. And she kept making excuses. And I said, look, here's the reality. And this is my personal situation. I've gotten off track with where I want to be personally, professionally, in health, in lots of ways over the course of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. And I woke up one day and realized that nobody was going to change that except me. And what was my excuse? Because I hate excuses. I am not an excuse maker. I don't like people who make excuses. It drives me crazy. And so I looked at myself, again, hold that mirror up and take a look at you. And I realized that I had this negative self-talk that was telling me that, I didn't have time to start working out every day again. I didn't have the money to do whatever, or I didn't have whatever it is. I don't care what it is. For me, it was the time. I didn't have the time. I wanted to start working out every day. I didn't have the time to work out every day. Bullshit. I wasn't making the time to do it. And there is no excuse that is ever valid. I don't care what it is. You can't come up with an excuse that is truly a valid reason why you cannot do something. If you want to do it, where there is a will, there is a way. And if something is important enough, you will find a way or make a way. We had a girl who wanted to go to our convention a few years ago. Didn't have the money, didn't have the ability, didn't have a reliable vehicle that would get her there. And so she sold something that was near and dear to her heart, that was something she needed for her business, to have the money to go to that convention, because she knew that that was how she was going to be able to spur her income growth and change her life. You have to sometimes take huge risks or do things that are very uncomfortable in order to get what you want. So again, look at the mirror, understand that you're not special, and start taking action. Have a good day.